Welcome to week 136. Today, when the first vision that I had today was, I thought it was a beautiful garden, but it was very lush and very, I realized it was a greenhouse or, somebody's close garden, very close and very lush. And then I saw somebody in a cocoon. They were smiling and they were being dragged along. And then after this vision, I saw a very beautiful colored peach wall, and in front of the peach wall were prickly pear cactuses planted in the flower bed in front of this particular wall. So the greenhouse symbolizes finding the right way, the true path. So staying true to your path and finding that true path. And I felt that it's a message to remind us that we're the ones who are in charge of our growth, because this greenhouse, we have to look after it. We have to do the watering, the pruning, you have to look after your plants. It's a nursery, like a nursery where we really do mother and look after our plants. And so I felt that it's a reminder to us that we are the ones that are looking after our own growth and in a sense to the degree of the growth that we are having. So there's new growth and beautiful lush green growth there for us, but we have to nurture it. We have to be the ones that are in charge of that and look after it like as if it is a nursery. So, and then the person that was in the wrapped up like in a sleeping bag, but it was also like a cocoon. Their face was out and they were asleep, but they had a smile on their face, and they were being dragged, more or less like felt very much like it's time to be dragged out of your cocoon. It's very cozy in there, sleeping away in the cocoon. And in a sense, when you think about it, we have been, with all the isolation and everything, I guess it's been a challenging year, but to some degrees, this stay safe message is like putting ourselves in a cocoon and not really being able to go out there and be ready for the new growth. And there is new growth about to come. We are moving into a new cycle, and that is about to happen. So this is a message that we are going to be dragged out of our cocoons now, and we're going to have to face whatever the new growth period has for us. So, and the wall, the peach-colored wall with the prickly pear cactus in the garden, the colour peach sort of induces a sense of calm and helps us not to feel disappointed. And I can relate to this with what's been happening for me at the moment. And this is what tends to happen. Whatever is happening around us is in relation to what we need to work through personally, but it is also collective energies that are available for us. So it induces, the colour peach helps to induce a sense of calm and helps us to not feel too disappointed, and also encourages us not to go too deep into the pain, because if we get lost in the pain body, it's very difficult to stay on track with what it is that we're actually trying to achieve. But we should recognize how we feel, of course, and take note of what is going on with that. Personally, I am feeling very emotional. You may hear it in my voice because I lost my cat yesterday, and I really don't know if she's going to come back. It's because I've moved house and she doesn't know this area. So, I'm feeling really quite brokenhearted and at a loss of what to do. So this is where my challenge is coming in, and trying not to go too deep into that pain, because I need to stay calm and clear for her to be able to find me. So we all need to put this message in relation to our own situation and what is going on for us at the moment. So the colour peach really does bring us a lot of positivity. It's not the same sort of positivity as orange. It's much softer because it's got the pink in it. So there's a lot of love inside the colour peach. It helps us through our difficult times. So we should surround ourselves in peach right now. The wall, it's not just all about the colour of the peach in the wall, but the wall itself is also significant because it's like the supporting structure. It's the boundaries, that we need to have these boundaries as well for ourselves, and we need, and it helps to support our growth because there's a protection that happens there. Then we need to maybe allow ourselves to feel a little bit protected at the moment as we move through, come out of our cocoons and move into our new phase of growth. Protect ourselves a little bit because growth is not always easy. So the spiritual meaning behind the prickly pear has a lot to do with the outside of it's very hard and protective, and of course the spikes also, like stay away. They can also be like an antenna. So and the cactus, survives in very harsh conditions, doesn't require much water, which means, again, we have that, it's got all its water contained within itself, so it doesn't need a lot of emotional support from outside, from other areas. We have it within ourselves, so it's a reminder that we have everything within ourselves that we need. And it survives in harsh areas, and tricky situations. So we are also being reminded that it's helping us to stay strong and to remember that the essence of both our truth and our beauty comes from within. So we need to remind ourselves about that. And some cultures actually see cactus as a symbol of life and of hope. So if there's something you're needing, so life, we have new growth, that is life, and hope, whatever it is that you are needing to keep hope for more positive situations to come through. Because the cactus is a very strong plant. And so you are also being reminded that you are a very strong plant and you can get through the next set of hard and tough conditions. So we're being reminded that our challenges are here to help us grow, but how we deal with them determines that degree of growth as well. But we can't continue to stay in our protective cocoons forever. We have to come out. It's time to come out. It's been cozy in there, but it's time for some new growth again. The uncomfortable situations are a part of our growth, but we need to prepare ourselves for the new growing season. Growth is rarely comfortable, if only. It is really very comfortable, and that's symbolized by the prickles on the cactus. And the other thing is the color peach on the supporting wall behind the cactus. That reminds us about gratitude and having gratitude for everything, for all of our challenges, for all of the hard things as well, because they are the lessons. That is our growth. That is what we are growing through. We are growing through the harsh conditions, and we will get to the other side. And maybe everything is a state of bliss for you at the moment. And this is like a little bit of a reminder that the cycles always keep going around. We have the birth, the rebirth, and the quiet phase, the blissful phase, the growth. We always have the death and the rebirth phase and everything in between. So, we do have these highs and lows, or the pendulum swinging from one side to the other. And we, when we're in that cocoon, I guess, we're a little bit still here, and then it starts, we have this little bit of movement going on, and that's just lovely. But then all of a sudden, the pendulum, she starts to swing one way or the other, again, depending on what's going on in your growth cycle. So this is just reminding us that there is a growth cycle coming. We should probably prepare ourselves for that. Surround yourself in the color peach to give yourself some comfort. It's very much also a color of compassion in action, so have compassion for those around you. But everybody is going through something at some point, and we can have compassion and actually putting into action our compassion and helping others where we can. And don't go too deep into the pain of things. Acknowledge it, feel it. Sure, you've got to feel it because that's what helps us become compassionate Buddhas. And, I always feel that this color of peach is connected to the color of the compassionate Buddha. I'm not sure where I ever got that from, but I have that feeling that that is the color of the compassionate Buddha. It is pink, it is red. So that's where, you have love. Also, you have love in action. So you have compassion, action, love in action. Do loving deeds. Put action into the love that is flowing from you. And recognize the love that does flow to you. Have gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for everything. But don't go too far into the pain when you're recognizing your new growth cycle coming through, because if you do go too far in it, you're only going to hold your growth up a little bit. So surround yourself in the color peach, and I've done the cards for today. And the first card is card number 61. So here we have, the visions of new beginnings coming forth for us. It comes to 7 energy, which is to do with rejuvenate, but, also rejuvenate, resurrect, come on out of your cocoon. It is time to resurrect. That is also the 7 energy. So here we have somebody sitting in a fountain, and there's a woman in there too. Actually, there's the masculine and the feminine energy there. The woman is diving through in the fountain there. There's the energy of peace with the doves all around, moving into that Christed sense. And the man, he's sitting on the edge, the masculine energy sitting on the edge, waiting for her to finish her cycle of moving through this emotional time. So beautiful card there. Time for regeneration and resurrections of the masculine and the feminine energies, whichever one it is. I think it is whatever it is. Let's not put anything on that. And the second card, so that's the card in the base chakra there. And the second card is the sacral chakra card. It is the 3 of air. So this is very much about thoughts and keeping our thoughts clear. The card itself says great sadness, time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. And there's these beautiful unicorns here and a baby unicorn there. There's three unicorns. So this can be, this is the, when you look at the 3 energies, you have the masculine and the feminine, and the third energy that comes from the masculine and feminine coming together and what they have created. So keep your thoughts clear. And especially because this is the sacral chakra, anything to do with the inner child and relationships, keep your thoughts clear, keep them, try to move through. You can acknowledge and recognize the sadness, but try to keep your focus on the positive. So for instance, if you're feeling sad about something, think about the really happy times in relation to that particular incidence or experience or whatever. Come back to a space when that was in a space of joy, and hold that energy of love and joy that came with that, and that will help you to move through the sadness and hold onto the positive energies and keep your mind clear. So the third card for the solar plexus today is the masculine or the man. So this sadness or this need for forgiveness or whatever it is that is needing, it could be to do with the man, or it could be to do with the masculine energy. So something that came about because of your masculine side. But the other thing is that masculine energy is directional. It is purpose, it is mission. So maybe there is something within yourself that took a direction that maybe you feel you should have taken a different direction. So that could give you a hint as to what it is that you need to forgive, if it is yourself that you need to forgive, or if it is somebody else that you need to forgive. But it has something to do with the masculine energy here. And but the other thing is that this being in the solar plexus chakra is, you know, be in your power, be strong, be the masculine energy there. And that is a little bit like the cactus, saying that you can do it. You are strong. You're stronger than you know you are, or stronger than you recognize yourself to be. So it's time to give yourself recognition for that. And in the heart chakra today, it's card number 9. So we've come full circle. Card number 9, there's a lot of wisdom that we achieve in the 9 cycle. And this is to do with love, okay? And this is a beautiful energy, love. And it is telling us that dreams are coming true. So if we can recognize that we're in a phase to come out of any stage of, you might say, okay, I haven't been in my cocoon, but there will be something within you that has been within your cocoon. We can't always be, every single part of us be out there active and full on. There will be a part of us that has been resting up and taking a break. So that part of us that has been taking a break, it is time for that part of us to come out of the cocoon. And that has something to do with, you know, some sadness or somebody or ourselves even that we need to forgive. And we need to give ourselves time to heal through that process. And it is, we look at the direction that we were going in that. So whether that is a person, it could be masculine person, or masculine within ourselves, or masculine energy of some sort, or it could be to do with direction, okay, purpose, direction, mission. And if we can do all of that and stay totally on track with that, just like the nurturing that part of us in the vision that I had today of the very lush green plants in the greenhouse. Nurture yourself, because green and plants is to do with new growth, is to do with healing. A lot of healing is coming right now. And dreams then come true. Believe in yourself. Look at this beautiful energy being held there in the hands, this beautiful new energy of the heart coming forward for us. So if there is any sadness or anything in the heart area, know that there is a great transformation going on. And the 5th card today for the throat chakra is exactly that. It's a King of Wands, and he is the master of transformation. He is the master of change, and he's holding his wand, which is showing that he has mastered that growth period. He has new growth coming because he is ready. He's always ready to hold that staff of moving forward into new growth. He's the salamander, you know, showing that the ability to be able to change with situations, change with your environment, fit in a way that to allow yourself to be able to meld and change and fit into the environment, and feel the uncomfortableness so that you can move through that transformational phase within yourself and accept the new. And the card for the brow chakra, the 6th card today, is card number 5, and it is higher love and wisdom. And we have the ancient Egyptian gods Hathor, Set, and Wadjet here. So higher love and wisdom, the brow chakra, very much to do with feeling, with the heart, bringing your mind down into your heart, thinking with your heart, knowing that higher wisdom, keeping the vision of the positive. And here we have this, I don't know, I think it's like a one of them timer things, whatever you call it. Anyway, this is to do with timing. Stay true to yourself, stay focused, and know that everything will happen in accordance with divine timing. Higher love, higher wisdom. Stay in the space of higher love and higher wisdom. Higher love is higher wisdom. And the 7th card in the crown chakra is meditate, and it is Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. And he is wearing the peach-colored garment. This is probably where I get this feeling around the color peach and the Buddha energy. And interestingly, I remember now when I was meditating this morning before the first visions come in, I did have this vision of I'd have to say energy, because it wasn't really a vision. It wasn't a completely formed vision, but it was like an energy, because I recognized it as the Buddha energy coming forward. But the Buddha energy that I could see was more or less like it was in these this color, this deep peachy color, deeper than the color in the wall that I saw, but this deep peachy color, and it was as if it was a growth. It was as if it was like something in nature, like a tree or something. So I can't give it exact words because it was an energy, not an actual vision of a being, but I knew that it was Buddha type energy, and it was in this shape. And it felt that it was in nature. So it was almost like stay in touch with your true Buddha nature, which really is higher love and higher wisdom. It really does activate compassion and compassion in action, and it really is an energy of gratitude. So meditate, meditate, meditate. Stay in that space to really connect with the energies that are coming forth today. The energy of hope and staying strong and moving forward. It's a new growth period. So we can do it. We can do it. And I'm sending out lots of love to you all today. And please do come along next week. And if you would like to receive the light codes, Sacred Sound light codes, please click below and or connect with me, and they will be available by this afternoon. So until next week, it's over and out from me. Bye.